Welcome to the Irresistible You podcast. This is the place to get a dose of empowerment to create the life you crave and deserve. My name is Amy with 2 E's, and I am the CEO and founder of Irresistible University. Through my podcast and courses, I teach women just like you how to ditch the body image issues, gain confidence, and lose the emotional weight to look and feel irresistible at any size. If you like this podcast, you're going to love the Irresistible You online course and private VIP podcast. If you want to learn more and enroll, please head over to irresistibleicing.com/course. That link is also in the show notes. Welcome back to the Irresistible You podcast. I want to paint a picture for you to tee up what today is going to be about. So imagine it's the end of the day. You've had, quite a long day. You've been busy. You've been running and, flipping and dipping and going all over the place, ripping and running. And you finally finish everything for the day. You put the kids to bed. You are upstairs or in your bedroom, and you are kind of in your mind, you're evaluating how the day went, and you're thinking, oh my God, once again, I didn't get my workout in. I ate like shit. I didn't get the house clean. I wasn't present with the kids. I didn't get that project done at work. And you're just rehashing all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas in your house, in your brain. So you're having this should session, right? Like you're shoulding all over yourself. And you start to negotiate with yourself. Okay, I know I didn't get to it today, but tomorrow's a fresh day. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to just start the day with a workout. I'm going to get that email tackled that I've been putting off. I'm going to get in the office. I'm going to be my best self. I'm going to clean the house. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to meal. You just are listing off 500,000 things that all of a sudden tomorrow you're going to just magically do. And also you're not an early riser, so you're going to just automatically start waking up early tomorrow because you said that you're going to do it. And then you lay there in bed and you scroll and you watch TikTok and you go flip to Reels and you flip to Facebook groups. Then you flip to what the lunatics are saying over on Threads or X. And next thing you know, it's 1 a.m, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to even wake up tomorrow? There's literally no way that I am going to wake up tomorrow and do this all over again. You're like, no, I promise I'm going to do it. I'm going to wake up. Girl, that alarm goes off, that early morning alarm that you're not used to, and you start the negotiation process all over again. Okay, I only need 30 minutes to get ready. You know what? Maybe I'll drop this and I won't get to the cleaning today. Maybe I'll drop this for my list, or maybe I'll just do a 10-minute workout. And you just start having this inner monologue, this negotiation, because now you're exhausted and you haven't even put your feet on the ground. So you start getting ready, and because you're already behind, you didn't wake up when you were supposed to, you're starting your day in survival mode again. The day, instead of you being in control of the day is controlling you again. And you know how it is. Like once the day starts going, and it's not going to stop for you. It's not going to slow down. And throughout the day, you're going to have what you planned. You're going to have your schedule. You're going to have your obligations. And you're probably also going to have pop-up events. Pop-up events are the things that we don't plan that pop up throughout the days and the weeks that just put a wrench in our existing plan sometimes. That scenario that I gave you, that is what invisible burnout looks like. It's a slow, undramatic, quiet thing that affects a lot of us. And what it looks like is it also looks like piles of laundry, that mountain of laundry that's sitting next to the bed that you just keep telling yourself, I'll do it next time. And in the morning, you're scrambling, looking for clothes and towels in the pile of laundry. And it's just like I tell you with trying to process your thoughts. We can't find what we need if we don't dump the mess out and organize it and put it away. It's coming downstairs or into the kitchen in the morning to another pile of dirty dishes from yesterday. And let's face it, sometimes from 2 days ago, right? It is missing the workouts. It is all the good intentions that you have that you never do. And so everything I just shared with you are feelings and thoughts that I frequently have as well. And especially lately, I've really been fighting this quite a lot, and kind of in not meaning to, but kind of falling into that invisible burnout and survival mode, like a little bit of survival mode as well. And it takes a toll on you because it's emotional weight. This is emotional weight that we're carrying. And I want to say to you that you are not lazy. You are not incapable. You are not unmotivated. You are not goal-driven. You're at your max capacity. You are operating at maximum capacity, but expecting to be living the life of someone who isn't at maximum capacity, right? And you definitely you can get there, but you have to bridge the gap in order to get there. And we've got to kind of roll back some of the expectations and take a different approach. And when I tell you this is a vicious cycle, like, especially for me, every morning I promise myself I'm going to wake up early. I want to get a head start on work. I want to get a head start, on a workout, or just getting in the office where it's quiet and no one needs me. And when I say no one needs me, I don't just mean my kids or my husband. I mean the world. No one is expecting an email from me. No one is pinging and dinging my Slack or my text messages or expecting me to get back to them that early in the morning. And I think that's why I also really enjoy the late night, because no one needs anything from me. And for me, around 10, 11 o'clock, it's the first time literally all day long where I'm truly by myself. The kids are asleep. Work stuff is not going to come at me at 10 o'clock at night. My husband still works evenings, so he's not even home yet. And I'm like, and sometimes rather than go back downstairs and clean the kitchen and get it ready for tomorrow, which I know that for me to work and live at my, to be the type of day, to set up the day that I want to have, I know that's part of what I have to do. But when it comes down to sometimes choosing between going in the kitchen and doing the dishes or laying in bed and watching TikTok or some corny show, Sometimes the vegging out is going to win. And lately it's been winning a little too much. And I don't like it. I don't like the way I feel. And I don't feel like it's the truth. Like, you're literally sitting there watching your life tick by. And you're like, what the hell? Like, here we are, 2025. We're in June. We're halfway through the year. We have another half to go. And I want you to think about, this is something I've been thinking about a lot. The first half of this year has been very hard for various reasons. And I'm not going to get into all those on the podcast because a lot of it's very private. But I don't want, and I can't mentally do the rest of this year the same way I've done the first half of the year. And sometimes we think our circumstances aren't going to change. And that may be true. Like, there are certain things about our circumstances that just are what they are. But we also do have a lot of control over how things go, how we show up. We have full control over our weight loss and our workouts and how we're eating. That's one thing in the sea of shit that we can't control that we can. And I would like the rest of my year to just be amazing, to be easy. Like, I was just saying the other day, why can't things just feel easy for a moment? Why can't I feel luxe? Why can't I feel like I can just coast a little bit? It feels like, I don't know why I keep saying that. It has been a season of just pop-up events, literally one thing after another, whether it's something that comes up that you have to go do, or someone getting sick, or all of a sudden this thing breaks and now we got to spend money that we didn't need to be spending. Like, it's mind-numbing. And I'll just give you a quick example. So last week, you noticed I didn't publish a podcast. And the reason for that is on Monday, I had my cardiac MRI, which has been planned since December. Yes, it literally took 6 months to get an appointment for a heart condition. Okay. I have my aortic valve is being monitored because I have a mild form of stenosis, which means potentially at some point down the road, I will need to have a valve replacement because I have a tricuspid valve. I wish. I have a bicuspid valve instead of a tricuspid valve. My dad has the exact same thing. He had heart valve replacement about 15 years ago. And so that is potentially, down the road for me. So we monitor it. And this was the first MRI that I've had. It takes exactly 2 hours. And I was so nervous. So the whole weekend leading up to it, I'm just thinking about it. The day of, I get it done. And because I took like anti-anxiety medication that pretty much knocks you out almost, the whole day was just spent. I got home and I could barely keep my eyes open while I'm trying to be with the kids and stuff. So then Tuesday comes and the kids have started summer school a couple days a week. And Javi, who's been doing beautifully with his preschool, because he saw there was new kids there on Tuesday that usually aren't at school, it was a disaster. He did not want to go. We literally had to hand him over while he's screaming and crying. You got to rip the Band-Aid. Frank had to end up going back up to school. This has never happened before. So now I'm just so anxious the whole week of how is it going to go when he's back on Thursday? Is he going to do okay? What's going to happen? And, just trying to build him up throughout the next couple days and he just keeps saying he's scared. And I'm Googling all the things, and it was a disaster. So then Tuesday night, I'm finally in that quiet zone. The kids have gone to bed. I'm diamond painting and they think my mom's having a stroke. She's been having some strokes here and there. Luckily, everything so far has been very, very minor, but she ends up going to the hospital. So then Wednesday, I go up there to get her, take her home, and just, the worry that you have when someone is not well, and that was going on. And then Thursday with school actually went a lot better. He stayed the whole day and he actually had a really good day. So I think and then this morning went very well. Again, it was a little rocky at first, but I think we're on the right track here, and he's really trying. He has so much initiative and he is really trying. And then just the week, and these are the pop-up events. This stuff is happening in tandem with projects that are due, clients that need things, the kids that need things, right? My daughter who's diabetic, and I'm constantly 24 hours a day checking her and making sure she's okay. And, all of these things are happening at the same time, and it will burn you the fuck out. It will burn you out. And then all of a sudden some stupid fucking bill comes in that I call pop-up bills, the once a year bills that you forget about, or, God forbid something in your house breaks. A couple weeks ago, you guys, on Mother's Day, my car wouldn't start again. The same problem from last summer. If you guys have been rocking with me for a while and you remember last year's podcast episodes, the whole car debacle, right? Thank God it got fixed. I didn't owe anything out of pocket, but we did have to buy a new battery, which, you look a couple $100, and it's $200 here, $300 here, $500 here. So you have the pop-up financials, you have the pop-up events. It'll just burn you the fuck out. It will burn you out. And it's this invisible burnout because we're expected to just keep on keeping on, right? And at the end of the day, what choice do we have? What choice do we have? And I still want to validate that for you. I want to validate for you that this is heavy. It's emotional. It's emotional weight that you're carrying. And it's a double-edged sword. It's a catch-22, whatever you want to call it, because at the end of the day, I don't have control over these pop-up events. And I know they're going to happen. They're going to pop up. And the only thing I really do have control over is myself and how I react, what I put in my mouth, what I put in my body, how I move my body, right? So it's we know we have control over those things, but when life gets really emotional and heavy and hard and we're burning out, rather than do that, it feels because it feels better in the moment. It feels better in the moment to eat the food. It feels better in the moment to skip the workout and lay in bed with your cozy blanket and watch your true crime. It feels better to just do those things. But we know while we're doing it that we're doing more damage, that we're not going to get out of our rut. And if nothing changes, right? Being halfway through the year, we have the ability for the rest of this year to look so different, And that's what I'm on that right now, because I'm like, I am done feeling this way. I am done not living up to my potential. I am done like working at full capacity, but nowhere in that capacity is me. This is unexpected. Didn't know this was going to happen. That capacity doesn't include me right now in the way that I need it to, And so doing nice things for ourselves, investing in ourselves. I started my Botox journey a few years ago, as I'm in my early 40s. I probably should have started more before that. But anyway, I haven't gone to do Botox since last summer. It's just been schedules, financials, both kind of like, hitting up against each other. And I have an appointment on Thursday. And I thought about canceling it. I'm like, that money could definitely be better spent or be put away or whatever. And I'm like, no, because this is going to make you feel better. It's going to give you confidence. It's going to make you feel better. It's an investment in yourself. You're going to feel better. You're going to look better. And and you guys know, get your glam on. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. It's not about vanity. It's not about fitting into a beauty standard. It's about taking good care of ourselves, because when we take care of ourselves and we take pride into our appearance, we feel good. And when we feel good, or when we look good, we feel good. And when you feel good, you want to do better. You want to do good. So no, I'm not canceling that appointment. I'm not. I'm going to go. And I'm going to do what I need to do for myself and start investing in myself again and doing what I have to do. And let's promise each other to work on dropping this emotional weight of not feeling like we're doing enough. That self-judgment, that inner fat bitch dialogue that you're not doing enough, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not thin enough, you're not this enough. We got to throw it out the window. We got to throw it out the window. And we have to reframe the shame. This is a big part of this, okay? That inner fat bitch chatter that's telling you you're too fat, you're not good enough. See, I told you won't lose weight. It's summer again and you're still fat. Let's reframe the shame that's bringing you, because here's the thing. When you're max to capacity, when you're having this invisible burnout, this is not failure. This is not failure. I do not want you to call yourself a loser or a failure. You are not failing. You are surviving. You are surviving. And that in and of itself needs to be celebrated, especially if you are going through it and you are going through some stuff. I look back on the last year and I'm like, damn, man, like there's one thing about me. I know how to survive. I know how to pivot. I know how to hustle. I know how to take care of shit. Like I do. And we have to look at what we're able to do and stop beating ourselves up for it. And turning that, like reframing the shame, because here's the thing, you're not a failure. You're not lazy. You're at capacity. You're burning the candle at both ends. You can't do that, but expect to have the results that you're hoping for, wishing for. And that's the thing, you're only hoping and wishing for it. You're not actually making it into a plan. And it's not about your capacity, or it's not about your character. It's about your capacity. So it's not about you. You have to take an inventory of what's going on in life, all the things you're responsible for, all the things that you're doing. How are you spending your time? instead of trying to create this grand plan for tomorrow morning, how, you wake up at 8, but tomorrow you're expecting to wake up at 5, that's not real. That's not realistic. And that's how we burn out. That is that all or nothing thinking. That is that same exact thinking of like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to eat right. And it means you're only eating like a rabbit. Not realistic. Not realistic at all. So that's one of the things we're going to do is we're just going to reset our expectations a little bit. I don't have a grand plan for you today. I don't have a 5-step, tips and things like that, because I think we need to just start small. I think we need to make a list. This is how you're going to do this, okay? This is your takeaway. At the end of the day, you're going to sit down and you're going to write down a list for tomorrow. What are all the things I have to do? And out of that list, and I always put these at the top, what are the top 3 things that if pop-up events happen, these are the 3 things that are non-negotiables that have to happen. What are those 3 items? Okay? And be realistic with it. Look at your schedule as well as you're doing this. And then say, okay, now I need to make sure I fit into this puzzle. Where do I fit? How do I fit? And I'm going to make it fit. If that means I only have 15 minutes or 10 minutes or 5 minutes to work out, that's what we're doing. If I look at my calendar and I know tomorrow is, cheerleading and school and I have to rip and run from here to there, and I know that's going to involve not cooking at home, and I know that's going to involve grabbing fast food, look up the menus now. You don't have an excuse. Everything is online. Everything is on your phone. You just have to take a few minutes to structure and plan your day for tomorrow. That is really the key to success here, and getting out of this burnout and working within the capacity that you're in, because there might be things in your capacity right now that you can't change. It might be a season where you are in a survival mode season. But when do you think you might be able to get out of it? Okay, we have to do that. So you don't have to have it all figured out. I don't have it all figured out. I'm still learning every single day. I'm still in this busy, somewhat survival mode season right now. And I'm trying to be very aware of that so that I don't fall into just full-blown survival mode. And I can't allow myself to do that. What I do know is I need to get out of this cycle. What I do know is that I know how to get out of this cycle. And what I also know is that I'm capable. I am fully capable and have the potential and have the capabilities to do and be what I want to be. And it's time to up level and do that for myself. I deserve that for myself. My kids deserve that for me. My husband deserves that for me. And even you deserve that from me, because I feel like I'll be a better podcaster if I, up level myself a little bit and get back to being me. And I know a lot of this, obviously has to do with the loss of Chewy in April. And, it's just been a little shy of over 2 months. And, it's been hard. It's been really hard. And I'm still processing, and I'm still reckoning with that, and sometimes it just hits you out of nowhere for literally no reason. I walked into a room and I just started crying. I was having a perfectly fine day. Everything was good. And it knocks you over. And when someone, whether it's a person or an animal, has been just interwoven into every fiber of your life for almost 16 years, that's a big change. That's a really big change. And I am ready for some up leveling. It's time, girl. We're going to do this, and we're going to do it together. So that's really it for today. And let me end with this. One quick thing, because I wanted to say this and I don't think I did. But if I did, it's good to hear it a second time. Taking care of yourself looks like, we all think taking care of ourselves means getting Botox, getting our nails done, going to the salon, going to the spa, putting on pretty clothes. That's one piece of it, right? That is a piece of it that can make us feel better and make us feel pretty and irresistible and all that. But taking care of ourselves is cleaning the floor, putting the dishes away, putting the laundry away, making that yearly mammogram appointment, going to your cardiac MRI that you're terrified to get the results from, getting checked by the doctor. It looks like scheduling time for you to work out. It looks like choosing this over that at the drive-thru. All of those things are self-care. All of those things are what we need to be doing to bring ourselves out of this invisible burnout. And it's a vicious cycle because we know when we're ignoring those things and we're just, vegging out or zoning out or zombie walking, we know what we should be doing. So we shut all over ourselves and we feel guilt and we feel shame, and the cycle so then we eat to cover up the guilt and the shame, and the cycle keeps repeating itself. Unfortunately, I just did an episode about this a few numbers back. You can go check it out. Unfortunately, no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to rescue you. People can motivate you. People can inspire you. But at the end of the day, you are the one who puts the food in your mouth. You are the one who decides to put their shoes on and go for a walk. You are the one who has to get their ass out of bed in the morning. You are the one that has to deal with you. So, you got to dig deep. You got to want what you want. And wanting it is not enough. I know you want it. Everybody wants the weight loss. Everybody wants the success. Wanting it isn't the problem. Knowing what to do isn't the problem. But you got to get out of your own way. You are standing in between your current self and your future self. And if you get the hell out of your way, unstoppable. Fucking unstoppable. That's all I can say. And I think that's a good way to end. All right. If you love the podcast, I need some help from you. I need you to go and leave a rating and review on your podcast player. Not all podcast players have rating and review systems. I know the majority of you are listening on Apple because I see my analytics. So if you're on Apple, if you're on, I believe even Spotify, you can leave ratings and reviews. Please go do that. It helps my podcast grow. If you're not watching on YouTube, please head over to the YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe. I am launching a new series that is I'm probably going to upload it as a podcast, but I'm also going to be doing it as a video, and it'll probably be a little bit more effective as a video, where they're going to just be these casual sit down with me and chat, a little bit different from the podcast, not as structured, where I'm going to be talking and chatting with you while I diamond paint, because diamond painting has become my new obsession, quite frankly, but it's my soul snack. It's one of the things that has been helping me through my grief journey. It just clears my mind. It helps with anxiety. So it's kind of like my indoor version of kayaking, because kayaking does the same thing for me. So I'm going to be launching that this week. So stay tuned. If you're not on my email list, please get on the email list. We don't ever know what these social media sites are going to do. They can go away tomorrow. We've seen them take things away, like TikTok. And even if you're on the sites and you're following me, the algorithm doesn't always show you the people that you're following, but if you're on the email, you won't miss anything. So that link is all down in the show notes. Make sure you go ahead and do that. And when you get on my email list, I send you a free action plan that you can start using to, jumpstart your irresistible you life. All right. On that note, I'm going to go and I'm going to start I'm probably going to do some more filming today. So got my new diamond painting accessories that I'm going to start with. So I will catch you in the next episode. Until then, stay irresistible. Bye guys.